Hello, I'm Ashakin. My company, is Ashakin Philanthropy Corporation, and I just want to talk to you, the audience, about my incorporation. I was a little bit dismayed to show my face onto the channel because I was afraid of the backlashes of the public. I've seen how the public react to influencers and people of importance, as well entertainers. They pry into their relationship, they pry into their life, and they invade their privacy. I ask you to respect my privacy and just listen to what I have to talk about. Listen to my mission. Listen to what I provide as a service, and to truly just give me a minute of your time. So I want to create a global distribution, wealth distribution. I realize that there's inequalities over the globe, and as a group of people, a population, let's just say 7 billion of us on this planet, that's $7 billion, because I count every individual as a dollar. If we can all contribute $1, that's $7 billion going into resolving poverty. So we should be made mandatory that everyone would give $1 so we can aid in the fight into the economical deprivation problem that we are having. So we can aid in community and let communities be an affluent community. Now, it's not going to corrupt the bank. It is $1. What I ask on my website is $3. If you're going to be a subscriber, a member, it's $3 a month. If you just want to subscribe on the app, it's $1.33. So if you feel like $3 is too much, let it be that you go on the app and you use it for $1.33. The thing is, what I'm trying to achieve is a global effort towards resolving poverty. If 1 billion people give me $1, that is 1,000 people getting $1 million. If they get 500,000, that is 2 million people. That is 2,000 people getting 500,000, 2,000. So imagine a small community of 2,000 coming out of poverty. If I give you $1,000, let's just say I'm short on rent, and you want $1,000 for rent to help you out with that finances, that with that bill, then it's going to be 1 million people getting $1,000. So it is very important to save as a globe and to distribute wealth as a globe. I'm going to tell you, as an economical perusalist, I believe that 1/3 of the dollar should go to merchant, 1/3 should go to manufacturing, and the other 1/3 should go to the public. And this is talking about the dollar that we spent. I'm not talking about license and governmental billings, governmental bills. I'm not talking about taking money away from the government. That's what I meant. I'm not talking about taking money away from the government, because we pay our taxes. So the government will always be able to help us with health care and provide these things, these services and education. But it's for us to take it out of our own pockets and contribute to a global cause, which will aid in having people be able to be first home buyers, education, pay for education, tuition, help you with a business grant. These things are all possible with just $1 per person. And so we want to have this global effort where we can say, if for instance, if there is 2,000 people in India that is in economical deprivation and they use my app, that means that 2,000 people can get 500,000 with 1 billion subscribers. Let's just say all of Africa decided that they will help in providing subsidy for the poor. That means in a region of Africa, I can take 2,000 people out of poverty. And that's just for the month. I'm not talking about the year. I'm not talking about the century. So you can only imagine where I'm going with. If you pay the lottery, you only get one winner and they get several billion. That is true. But how do they keep that money? Are they responsible with that money? And for me, the best thing that I can do is give somebody enough money so they can have a shelter over their head, a permanent home. And it's up for them to be able to pay for roofing and for, things of damage within the house. It's for them to take care of it. But if they were paying rent, it was the same money that they can use for rent to fix their own home, and they can sell their home and get money back from their investment. And it's something that they can always get their money back. It's not like a house ever go down in value. It's that the land and the house has value. So we are looking for somebody to want to participate. And even if it's 2 million of you, I'm saying that please give me a try. Go root for me. My name is Asha. Root for me. Support me in my cause. I've been doing this from 2013. I created an app, and believe me, I even tried GoFundMe. I showed my video. The reason why I haven't created a video of me feeding the poor, because I have been going down to my market and feeding the poor out of my own pocket, and it's not that expensive. Like, if you feed 3 people, I know it will come up to roughly $70, and that's nothing to pay just to see somebody's face smile. So as I'm telling you, I'm trying my best to help out, support, pay it forward, but it's up for you guys to help me. With many people's contribution, I'm able to continue my progress, but those are from friends and family. I'm asking you, the globe, to participate. And you're going to ask me, how can I trust you? That's why I asked for $1.33 and $3. You cannot lose 2 cents a day. Give me a try with 2 cents a day, and I'll show you the magic that I can do. If 2 million people give me $1, that means I'm going to tell you, number one, I have to pay for certain things of the business. So I'm not going to lie to you. 1/4 of that dollar, 1/4, that means 25 cents on a dollar, goes into making sure that the corporation can continue its services. So for instance, I have an app maker, and his salary is $100,000 a year. And that is, if you want to afford a good app maker or app developer, that is the price the public has to pay, because you're compensating for the years and days and hours of work that goes into this. This is not a person that is not doing the work and just asking for money. This is a lot of work going into coding and developing a unique but functional and operational app. And this is a distribution app. This is not this ordinary app. No, we want to take the collection of the funds from the public and distribute it. But I'm asking you, do not let this idea go from other people, because I do not want people to be like everybody being an app distributor, a wealth distributor. Because what happens is that distribution is going to go from many different places. I'm looking at a global. I want to take the globe out of poverty. So I'm saying, please, if there's anybody else who's going to see this and copy this or do this, support me. And even if somebody else wanted to do it, I'm proud of you. I'm very proud of you, but I have to focus on what I can do for the public. And this is my work and my dedicate, and this is what I dedicate my life to. Now I will explain a little bit more about the 1/4. The 1/4 of the incorporation gets 25 cents on a dollar, and what we're going to do with that money is that we're going to pay the employees, and we're also going to open up a grocery store. So we're going to purchase from helping the community by supporting small businesses. We're going to buy from them, and give it to the public for $1. So $1.33 around. So if you want a bag of milk, I'm talking about like a 2 liter of milk, it will be still $1.33. If you want a dozen egg, it's still going to be $1.33. We're trying to make food affordable. We're not gonna be able to feed the entire globe, mind you. We're not gonna be able to feed the entire globe. We're not going to be able to feed the entire globe, but we are going to be able to feed a community. And if it gets bigger, then we can definitely, if we get 1 billion to 7 billion people using this app, and using our app, we can be able to open more grocery stores. But I'm just saying, with 2 million, we're going to be able to take 500,000, because 1/4 of 2 million is 500. So we're going to take 500,000 and open this grocery store, buying food for roughly 300,000, and the 200,000 go to the employees. I try to keep my employees small and functional, operational. I try to keep my employment limited. That means that I just need one person to do multiple tasks. Like the app maker, he's not just an app maker, he's a web designer. He's also a iOS and Android app maker. He also helped with distributing the wealth. So he's not just one person doing one thing. We're doing multiple things. Like I had to create the website. I had to do the I had to comply with advertisement policies and be able to advertise on different platforms. I also as well have to rally the members. I do a lot of things for this business, the runaround, the communication with other businesses, networking within the community. So 24 hours I'm on my feet working for this business. Now, for me to be able to give the funds that is needed to the public, I just need for you guys to give me a try. This is the face of the company. Give me a try and go to my website, www.pardnas.ca. That's PARDNAS. P as Paul, A as in ant, N as in Pardnas. P as in Paul, A as in Arthur, R as in Robert, D as in dance, A as in ant, N as in Nancy, S as in Susie, Pardnas.ca. You go to Pardnas.ca, and you can also look me up as Ashakayan Philanthropy Incorporation. So you spell Ashakayan as ASHAKAYAN, and philanthropy and incorporation. You look me up, and you will find me. Now, the thing about what I believe in, I believe that the economy needs to be able to run functionally. And so for it to be able to run functionally, it needs to be able to distribute its wealth and for it to turn over resources. So for instance, the businesses are providing their services, but where's the wealth in the community to buy these services? And the only thing that with wealth distribution that we're going to have to be careful is pollution. Because if more people in this world retain wealth a little bit more, there's going to be more garbage in this world. And so we have to be mindful to recycle. But besides that, there's nothing wrong with financial equality. There's nothing wrong with financial equality, because once it's good for the economy, once the business is well, people can spend into the businesses. More businesses will thrive, more social services will thrive, and the economy will blossom, and the nation will blossom, and the globe will blossom. Because if one area doesn't have something, another area could in the region be able to help out with that issue. So let's just say we have a drought in Jamaica, Africa can supply food, and also the Europe and India and Asia. So the global economy works with each other. If something in one nation doesn't have it, another nation will blossom one day in having enough abundant food to be able to supply that country. So as a globe, we can network together into saving to relieve of poverty, and we can be able to generate wealth into each nation and be able to solve the economical deprivation problem. But I'm starting with a sample community first. The reason why I'm starting with a sample community first is because I want to see if the 1/3 method works. Now, what the 1/3 method is that 1/3 of merchants receive the certain amount of $1. So 1/3 on $1. So each dollar that we have in this economy, 1/3 goes to merchant, 1/3 goes to the manufacturer, and 1/3 go to the public so they can spend to the business. And the reason why the merchants receive the dollars that they deserve is that they're creating business, they're creating service and innovation. So we need for each household to be able to get this amount of funds. And another thing is that we need a buddy system. And so I need for you guys to help me out to create this buddy system. As we spend into an economy, we need to generate wealth back into our pocket. So for instance, if there is 1 million products, like 1 million products, that is 1 million people getting a certain amount of money from that, generating money from that business exchange. So if there's 1 million product, there should be a buddy system. That means the public receives $1 and the merchant receives $1 and the manufacturer receives $1. So on that product that is sold, and if that does that, that's 1 million people in the public to be able to get passive income. So that's what I'm seeing. Passive income. As we buy, we receive the public. So as I buy, I also get a cash, a salary. So everybody should be buddied up with a product. I believe there's so much product in this world that I believe that it can help so much of the population. You can find 1 million product in just a grocery store. Just a single grocery store will have 1 million product. And if it has the buddy system, like I said, then of course it's going to go back into the public. And that is necessary because if we don't take care of the public, we cannot have an economy. Don't get it twisted. People are going to be broke. The rich is going to be broke. Just the wrong move and the risky play, and cause them to be bankrupt. Don't make it twisted. The rich can be poor and the poor can be rich. So we need to keep everyone affluent and everyone on the same page. I believe that shelter and food should be given to every individual. That is a necessity. That is not a privilege. It's not a privilege to eat. It's not a privilege to sleep underneath a safe house, a safe haven. That is not a privilege. That's a necessity. That is for every human being. And I don't believe a person will not want to perform into the economy or participate into the economy. Because I know when people say, when they go on welfare, they're going to be lazy. They're not going to help the economy. They're just going to sit there and spend. But even you spending into businesses, and you are doing the economy a service. Spend your money because businessmen and businesswomen are saying thank you. But we need to not think about those people who sit down. How about the rest of us, like me, who works every day through this philanthropy to get somewhere, to change people's life? That's what I need people to realize. There's people who has a dream and ambition in this world that drives them every day. I say, do what your dream is. Complete what is your dream. Have whatever is your endeavor. I personally support it. Just as long as it is moral, it is ethical, I support it. So follow your dream and believe in me. I'm telling you, I want to be able to help as many people as I possibly can. Some people complain, they say, oh, we don't see you. And the reason why you don't see me on social media or parading myself around is because I believe in privacy. In my culture, we do not invade each other's privacy. And what I mean by that, who you're dating, what's going on in your life, are you divorced, are you miserable? We don't do that. I don't want you to ask about my personal life. I want you to ask me about my mission to resolve poverty. If ever you see me in public, that's what I want you to ask me. Asha, how can I help you to resolve poverty? Not my personal life's business, okay? And if you can just follow that, we'll be a-okay. Honestly, and that's why I didn't want to show my face for the longest time, because I know on social media people are just darn awful. Like darn awful, talking about a person's appearance, a person's mental state, and not doing it in a way to criticize as to support them as positive criticism. No, these are some negative criticism. I do not want my personal life to be out there. I just want you to see what I'm trying to achieve. I'm trying to achieve global financial equality. Help me to support the nation. Because if every African diaspora Caribbean person gives $1, we can help each other. We do not have to be poor. No, we do not. We do not need to be poor. Neither does Europe. If there's a European person and Europe needs a little bit of assistance, I'm gonna jump in there and be like, with my helper's hat, and be like, I'm coming, I'm supporting you. If you are in Africa, you are hungry, I am coming to your aid. If you are in Canada, if you are in whatever parts of this world that you are in, I am coming to your aid, because that is the person that I am, and that's what my business stands for: financial equality. Now, I just need for you to be able to use my Partners app. It's Partners, just like how you spell PARDNS. You get the Partners app, you pay the $33, and you watch as we call you. It doesn't matter, you're gonna be on the waiting list. So because we can't help everybody at once, and that's what we're saying. Contribute. It's not, you're not giving the $3 in hope that you're the one that gets the $1 million. You're giving it to accept our service. We have free service like Afro Sales app. It's completely free. Honestly, you can date. There's a dating service. You don't have to pay for anything. You can mingle, talk with your like or your liking, your like-minded person, the person that is similar to you. You can talk, chat for free. Swipe yes or no. You can also real estate. If you want to live in your own community and you want an affluent community and you want to buy from your own, that is fine by me. And I'm not talking about skin color, because we're going to have to stop that skin color thing. If you're Jamaican and you're Caribbean and you're African, and it don't matter if you're white, because I don't look at color. Just as long as you're speaking my language, just as long you are my culture, culture comes before ethnicity. And I want people to know that. When you have culture, you have value. You are a principalized person. You are a person of that nation. You are unified with that nation. So I don't see color. I'm not going to be like, oh, you are obviously, let's just say, a different ethnicity from my own. No. I'm not going to discriminate by color. I'm not going to discriminate by sexual orientation. I'm not going to discriminate by any means at all. If you need my help, you're poor, That's what I need to hear. I've heard some people say, I want your help. I know you want my help, but I'm asking the public, you're going to have to help me to help you. If you truly want that help, you would give that $3 so somebody, you or somebody else, can be able to come out of that poverty. That's what I'm asking. I'm asking for the doers. I'm not asking for somebody who wants to sit out and have their hands out. I want somebody who wants to actively contribute to this cause for the rest of their life and be able to see the distribution method. I want this distribution method to be so easy. As a push of a button, I distribute to the public. And I am doing that, and I have an app that does that. All I ask for your information, like your e-transfer email or your PayPal email, so I can transfer the funds to you. That's the reason why we ask for that. So we can just transfer the fund. Whatever the fund is, so maybe you'll get $1,000, maybe you get $100, maybe you get $1 million, depending on the potluck and how much we can distribute. So that is basically what it is. So I'm asking you to give me a try, because I don't know what else to do. I've also tried GoFundMe and nobody took me seriously, and I don't understand why. And I don't want to break a person's privacy. Like the one thing that somebody told me, they say, when you're going to feed the people of poverty, go and show them and video camera them. But I feel like that's invading their privacy. Like if I was poor, no disrespect to anybody, if I was poor and I was on the street begging for money, I don't think I want my whole family to see that I'm poor in a certain country. Begging, looking dirty, looking haggard. Like, I'm not going to do that. I'm not like looking like you need some help. I'd rather be able to explain you with my videos and everything. I'd rather do that. I'd rather you show you the action. So if you contribute and you participate, you will see by my action that I'm not this ill-willed person. I'm not asking for a lot. I'm asking for $3 to do my mission, and I'm asking you $1.33 if you use the app. If you use the app, it's even cheaper. I'm only asking for $1. If you go to the website, I'm asking for $3, because if you give $3 and you're 1 billion subscribers, that's 3,000 people we can help out of poverty. So the numbers do matter. I see like 3,000 coming out of poverty as something that is a nice amount to allow a person to take a whole community, like a whole set. Like I can help United Nations. If United Nations says there's 3,000 people and they're in dire care, they're in crisis. Sorry, they're in crisis. What can we do? This is where I can come in, and I can be like, we as a nation will help support you. And even with people are concerned, what if I don't get that money back? Don't be concerned about that. Be concerned that you could. How many people pay the lottery? So many people play the lottery and you never get no money, do you? You have one person win $70 billion, but even then, a couple years after, they lose it all because they just spend. I want responsible people on my platform. If you're going to get the $1 million, buy a house and save the rest for tuition or food. That's about it. Don't overspend. And if you're going to have to, exactly as how you're paying rent, put down money to take care of the house, like roofing. Put down even if it's $800 a month. Put it down for roofing, for fixing an electrical bill. Put it down for that. But you have a house where you can sell and get income from it, so you're never in devastating situation. I'm asking for responsible people, real responsible people who wants to see the world in a better light. I'm asking you, the public, no matter my skin tone, no matter my ethnicity, give me the opportunity to be able to show you what I can do for the community. I am surely telling you that 1/4 does go into the incorporation. That means the incorporation does get the $500,000 from $2 million. And we're going to open up a grocery store where you can buy milk for $1, you can get eggs for $1. I'm talking about a dozen eggs. I'm talking about a 2-liter milk. So we can feed you guys health, so you guys can have healthy meal plan, and the rest of the 1,500,000 goes out to distribute for financial help. If you need grocery and it's $500, at least that's something to be able to help you, to feed you. So we're asking you to help us help the community and helping yourself. And even, I see people buy the lottery all the time and never win. I want you to contribute. I don't want you to give this money because you're expecting something out of it. We already know what you're expecting, but realistically, there is over 7 billion people. Even if we have the manpower, do you know how much people we'd have to hire for that to happen? So we're saying that give us some time and we will get to you. If it's meant to be that it's you, it's meant to be that it's you. But I feel like a distribution method is better than gambling. We're collectively collecting our money and we're distributing it out to the public. We're not keeping the money. We're giving it to people who meet our screening process. We're going to have interviews and we're going to communicate with the people. We don't just give client money. And that's the reason why we do the app the way it is. We're going to have interviews and we're going to make sure that you're right fit for the subsidy. So help us to help the globe. I'm not saying that the government is not doing a phenomenal job. And I'm going to keep confidential because it is my business and I choose to help those that need help. I think like when people are like, oh, people are on welfare. Do you know how much people get for welfare? They get $600. What in this world can pay for $600? Even if their rent is $85, that's still $400 to feed. Do you know how much it is if a family has a family of 4? And people want to say, oh, but they get children bonus. Children are expensive. Diapers are expensive. Food are expensive. Like, I will pay for a grocery $100, $200, and all you get is like a bag of milk, couple eggs, some vegetables, and some meat. And you will see in no time, just for chicken, just for a week loan of chicken, that is $30. A week loan of chicken is around $30 to $40, sometimes even $50. So that's like half your spending amount. So I don't know how $400 can be able to pay for rent, pay for things that you need, like internet. Access to internet is very important. Don't take it lightly. The connection to the world is very important for you to be able to find jobs, for you to be able to be able to complete your desire, which is your career goals, your job goals, your business goals. You need a computer, you need internet. So I feel like that is nothing. When people are like, oh, they're on welfare, they're not getting a lot of money. And this, in the economy is not getting a lot of money from them either. God knows that they love them because they're spending their money to the grocery stores and they're spending their money in places where helping the business thrive. So as much as you think they're not doing anything, being on welfare, they're doing something. They're spending into the economy. So because they're spending into the economy, they're doing something. They're being progressive. But I feel that even when somebody's on disability, all they get is $1,161. That's the maximum they're getting. Rent cost is $1,000, sometimes $1,500. And then even if they put you in a low-income house, especially with a person with disability, you don't want to be in no criminal area. You don't want to pay $85 for an area that is unsafe. Especially people with mental health. They need a clean and healthy environment to be able to thrive, to be able to have solace in their soul. So this money that they're giving is not a lot of money. It goes to rent, it goes to light bills. Like, it's really expensive. If you have to live on your own, it's impossible. And being on disability, it's impossible. You definitely need to be able to room with somebody. Even if you pay $500 for a room. Let's just say you pay $500 for a room, and you're gonna have to pay for your month worth of food. Let's just say you pay a month worth of food, and you end up having children or a husband. Let's just say your husband is not working and you're the main income. 1,161 is not going to cut it, because rent costs $1,000. If you want to live in a decent area, it's going to be 1,500 for a house of a family. Even some rents are 2,000. So they're not giving you a lot of money, especially if you have you're job oriented, you have business ideas. You want to thrive and be self-employed, and you need income to be able to build your dream, your business. They're not going to give you money. No, they're not. They're not going to give you the extra. When you see somebody with disability or on welfare, it's really a tragedy. It means that they will never be able to succeed and provide for their family or take care of their family in best means that they could. So their diet is poor. They have more chances to be in a criminal conductive area. So you know, we need to stop this. We need to try to make people homeowners, and we need to start educating the population and how to keep money, how to secure money, and then we can circulate money into the economy, and the economy will be stronger. The wealthiest nation is the nation that works together. And I mean not by the skin color, I mean by a nation. A nation is not by your skin tone. Believe me, if you're a white African and you go to Europe and you cry to Europe about your problem, if Europe you're not even in their area of help, because as much as Europe want to help you, they can't. They have funds for their people and for their nation. So I see some people who are European and South Africa starving and hungry, living poor. I would like to take them out of poverty too, just like every other African. Because poverty is a crime. Poverty is the biggest crime that I've ever seen. It cheats you out of your health. It cheats you out of your safety, because you're scared to even to keep your door open at night. We want an affluent community where people are not stealing, because they're fed and they're sheltered. They would have no need to steal because everything comes so easy. That is where we need to be as a community and as a nation. And people say, how we're going to have that much resources? Resources are easy, Phil. Natural organic resources are easy. There is farmers everywhere. And God bless those farmers. Honestly, if you're a farmer, vegetation, agriculture, or of produce, milk produce, I'm proud of you, especially soy milk. And almond milk. I thank you. If you're doing farming in these businesses, I thank you so much, because you're making the economy run. Agriculture is making the economy run, because they're producing what people need. Everybody needs to eat. There's nobody that doesn't need to eat. And if you have a famine, you can buy food from Europe, you can buy food from India, you can buy food from Africa and ship that in. So we need, as a globe, to work together in making sure innovation occurs. That means there is enough farmers, there is enough social services, and that we are helping truly the economy. Even if they use palm tree grows really fast, and as well the wood is very strong. We don't need to cut down other trees. We can have palm trees that grow in less than a year. So all I'm saying is that we just need to focus about how, caring about the planet, caring about environmental work. Because if we make more money into this world and people are buying like crazy, I'm scared that population will increase. Pollution will increase. And so if you are feeding everyone, would they then have initiative? Would they end up having more children and overpopulate the earth? That is another thing. And I'm not a person who believes that there is too much population on the earth, but we have to be considerate as well. I'm not saying that a big family is not beautiful, but at the end of the day, if the population is too populated, then we won't have enough food for everyone. So I think people should be mindful of the population, mindful of the economy, mindful of agriculture, and make wise decisions. We're going to have to work together on this to change the world for the better. I'm not here to tell people how much children they're supposed to have. I'm not here to tell you what job you're supposed to do. But I'm saying that support the economy. Help build the nation. Help, people are so frightened of the government. The government has only been helping. And I'm going to be honest, like, even on our taxes, we are able to give health care. I don't know about America, but I know that we get free health care in Canada. And so they're doing their job, making sure the population is at least being able to get proper health care. And so it's next duty, and it's my duty to help the government to be able to help support those that are in poverty. And so the only way I can do that is if you, the middle class, do not like take me lightly. Just take me with strength. Know that I want to be able to help the poor, and that I won't rob you. And that's why it's so low, because it's so low that even if I was to say, oh, I'm going to take from you and I'm not going to pay, I'm not going to do what I said I'm going to do, it is a little money for you to learn that I'm not of value. But I'm telling you I'm of value. I'm telling you that my method is going to work, and all you need to do is just sit back, pay 2 cents a day, and watch the earth get better. Watch as more people have house owner. So we don't have to worry about those population. We can move on to the next population. People have house, they can take care of their house. They can take care of their children. Healthier, smarter people are going to be involved. More people will take responsibility into the economy. More people will take more take more responsibility for their family. More people will want to thrive and feel like there's humanity at hold. You know what I mean? Like, we care for each other. Like, as a nest, as a human nest, we need to show that we care for each other. Don't it? If you do not care for your brothers around this globe, believe me, you don't care for yourself or your own family or your own home. We're gonna have to get out of poverty together. So help me into achieving this goal. Go to www.partner.ca and help me to achieve this. Because I believe in the 1/3 method. 1/3 go to the merchant, 1/3 go to the public, 1/3 go to the manufacturer, and we just keep on selling to each other. Even the buddy system. We need a buddy system. So as much as somebody is selling a product, even if it's 1 million product, that is 1 million people getting $1 million. Because if 1 million people buy one product, that's $1 million. And I'm telling you, if it's for $19.97, then the public should get $1 from that, which is $1 million, and $9 million go to the merchant, which shares it with the manufacturer. But there has to be something that goes back into the pocket of each human being. If we buy, we must get a salary from what we buy. We already pay taxes on it, so might as well put a contribution of $1 to go back into our pockets. If we're selling something, we're also gaining $1. That's how I look at it. So if we have a buddy system, for every merchant, it goes to share to another public, to somebody in the public, another household getting a salary. That's even more motive for people to sell and buy. Even more reason. Because that's what I'm here for. That's the reason why I need the 1/4 of $1. I want to create $1.33 for each product, and each product goes back into subsidy and back into grants, back into the hands of the public. That is what we need. We don't need a nation that don't care for the people. We don't need selfish businessmen that don't care about how they're gonna get the bread. If the public is not healthy and they don't have salary, if you're rich, you don't care about getting your money, that's you. But I care about the public, and I want them to succeed, because if they succeed, the economy succeed. You can't take $1 from the poor, because the poor don't got $1. So you won't have businesses, you won't have affluent community, and I'm so scared for other people that comes into our community. Think about it. If you have a poor community, poverty, theft, murder, drug problems, addiction problems, poor education, do you feel like you want to open up a business in that scary environment? Do you feel like you want to go and visit a store and get a part of that culture when it comes with a risk of your life? No, I do not think so. So we need to resolve poverty in our community. We need to resolve crimes in our community, and I think it stems from poverty. Poverty has learned people to be thieves and murderers because of mental illnesses and stress. We need to show the nation that they can be a more happier nation, they can be a more affluent nation, and they can be a more educated nation. And this is what we need to do. And so I need for you to help me to tell the world what I wish to do, what I want, what I will for them. I will for them to have a micro-saving system that distribute wealth to the patches of areas in our community that is not doing well. And I'm not asking you for $25. I seen some charities says, help me for $25, $30. I'm not asking for $100. I know I've helped United Nations, and United Nations asks for $25 and $79, but I don't blame them, because they have a big mission. They have a big mission and a lot of population to help. And I think that everyone should, even once in their lifetime, should give to United Nations. Just once. If you're gonna contribute to me $1, I suggest for you to just once go to United Nations website and donate at least $25. Because the other one I think is $79. But at least $25, just one time in your lifetime as an experience, and then you can come back to me as a philanthropist, as a member, and tell me I feel good. I feel good on changing the world. I feel good on directing the world into the place it should be. But back to my reasoning and why I'm asking you, the public, to be able to help me. I know this video is long, and whoever watched it to the end, I really thank you. And I hope I didn't miss anything. But all I'm saying is that, once again, please go to my website and also download my app, which is Partners app and Afro Sales app, because Afro Sales app has a lot of things for the community, and I do not stop anyone by their ethnicity to visit that website, but I ask you, please, in the directory, please do not put your business in the directory, because we need it for the migrants. So the African Caribbean migrants, we want them to find their grocery store, because they eat similar things. Like Aki comes from Ghana, and Ghana it's a fruit, and we have it in Jamaica as well. So we eat similar foods, and so we have businesses and we have similar hair textures. So we have similarities on why we spend with each other. We buy why we have a directory for each other. You know. So I ask you, don't use a directory. Don't put your business unless you are Caribbean. And it doesn't matter if you're white Jamaican or black African or white African, you can put your business there. You can put your, just as long you are African Caribbean, please use the directory. But if you're not, please don't, because it's for the immigrants to be able to find their businesses, and I don't want them to feel like confused on all the grocery stores that we have from all over the nation. So that's the only thing I ask you. So don't do that. But everything else you can use. You can use the dating site. You can put in your recipe. Fitness, you can use the fitness app. Go ahead, but just leave the directory and don't touch the directory in Afro Sales app. And also as well for social media, you can look at social media, but do not interfere with the businesses. That's for the directory to use as advertisement. So they get free advertisement. So don't use that platform for putting your business out there unless you want to socialize or connect or act about a certain product or things like that. So the directory in social media, leave that alone. If you are not African or Caribbean, and it doesn't matter your skin color, I don't want to hear it. I don't want to hear about this. White or black, it don't matter. I don't care if you're white or black. That's not my business, not my prerogative. I love you the way you are. Just put your business in the directory. Just as long as you're Caribbean and African. Just remember, African and Caribbean. Now, for everybody else, you can use the subsidy. I'm not going to say, based on your ethnicity, I'm not going to help you, support you in your crisis. I'm not going to do that. I'm going to help you, but also remind you that we have a demographic that we have to help, just to test the waters, to see that our method of help aids can be able to solve poverty. We have the small demographic, and then we move on to the globe. But you can come on, support, donate, contribute. I would appreciate it. And yes, you can get help if you need so. So this video has been an hour, but I hope it helps you a lot to recognize who we are. We want to help people with shelter, to be sheltered, to have food in their stomach. And we're asking you, the public, to just help me because I tried GoFundMe and I didn't receive a good outcome from that, and I've been supporting this business for a very long time, feeding the poor for a very long time, and so I just need a little support. I need a little help, and I need for you guys to participate. So help me to achieve my goal, which is wealth distribution and financial equality. So help me to collect the funds together and to distribute the funds as a team. So anybody out there, I miss Asha, I miss Gordon, and I thank you for listening to this 52-minute long communication about why you should download my app and why you should help me to achieve my goal. Now, I could have made a prettier video, I know that. I have many videos. You're gonna see splendid videos on YouTube. One that is one that shows my narrative, and I just want to say that those videos are well put together and they're well paid for. And so if you do not enjoy this natural video of just seeing me one-on-one with my mobile phone, then just tell me and I can make a studio video if you want. But I just want to come to you as who I am, and I want to just show you that I'm the face of my company and that I truly want to help the public. And if you listen to my method, I'll be able to get the economy running perfectly. The mission of the economy is that the public keeps getting funds, salary, and through the economy they're able to have a buddy system, and with that it will be able to have distribution of wealth evenly. The problem with distribution, the wealth distribution, the problem with the economy, it's not good at distributing wealth. Oh God, it's from the day of our ancestors, they ain't good at, they say salary, work, compensation. Yes, we're supposed to work. I'm not saying you're going to get rich off of me, because I'm not a lottery. I am not a lottery. I will give you a house, I will give you food, I will give you tuition money, but I am not a lottery. I am not a lottery. I am not into none of that. I believe that you should work. I believe that you should help the economy, have new innovative ideas which will help the whole globe as a whole. The reason why we work is to help the globe. So I'm not here to say don't work, like I'm going to help you and you're not going to work. I'm saying that find your dream, your something that you always wanted to do. Like really look into yourself and say, what is it that I always see myself doing? Some people it's farming, some people it's being a lawyer, some people it's being a teacher. Whatever is your dream, do that, because you're going to be satisfied with that. So help me to achieve the goal. Donate $3 or $1, and I'm going to show you, I'm going to have the best distribution method. I'm going to be able to take poverty and kick it to the curb. If you consistently use my method, nobody would be in a nation poor. I bet you that. If 1/3 goes to the public, 1/3 goes to the merchant, and 1 goes to the manufacturer, you will never be poor, because the public will always have a salary. The public always have a salary to give the 1/3 to the merchant. The merchant with the buddy system, like I was telling you, the buddy system, for every house they're tied to a product. If you tied every house in the population to a product, that means the population sold this product to the whole population, and the whole population bought it, and that person in that household get that money. Believe me, and the merchant gets their money, and the manufacturer gets their money. Believe me, there's no poor people in this economy. There's no poor people. There's no poor people at all. And so let me be able to show you how I'm going to do that. Take a very a community in deprivation and change it into an affluent community, and show you with a little bit of teaching. Because I'm telling you, some of you, when you get that money, you're buying expensive cars. I'm telling you, I want the smart person. I don't want that flashy person. I'm not here to help flashy people. I'm here to help people who wants a house, who wants shelter, who wants food in their belly, and those that wants to have a decent car where they can get to their destination. I'm not asking for the lavish. You can be lavish on your own. Once you get your own money, you find your own dream, your own aspiration, be lavish. But what I'm helping you, take it and try to make something of it. Do not take what I've given you and waste it away. Make sure you have a house that you can sell in the future and be able to get your money back from that house. Make sure that you have food. Make sure you have shelter and tuition for your children. That's all that I'm asking from you. I'm not asking you for anything else. All I'm asking for you is that even if you're poor, give 2 cents a day. Try to make your nickel together to say that even in my condition, I can't buy bread for $1.33. You can't buy nothing for $1.33. You can't buy nothing. Like, even if you're in the poorest country, you have $1.33, maybe you'll buy a bread. And that's just for the month that I'm asking from you. I'm not asking you for $20, $30 where the poor can't give me. I'm asking you for the amount the poor can give and where I can distribute it. Because you're going to have to make the world a better place for your children. And this is what I'm saying. Even if it is, because like, I don't see anybody doing this, where it should be made mandatory, a distribution method to resolve poverty out of this entire globe, taking people from each entire globe out of poverty, and that is the responsibility of the nation to give $1.33 to that. Because like, I don't know what to say to you. We're going to be poor. We're going to have more people in poverty, because if the economy doesn't do well, we are all not doing well. Just to tell you, there's no money coming into our pockets. There's no spending into the economy. And people want to say, oh, spending is bad. You know what? I don't like hoarders. And I don't like people that buy to just buy. If you're going to buy and give. But I like I like that what they're doing is helping the economy. Helping, might say rich man, but it's not a rich man. It's helping a person of that community thrive. Because there's the merchants and there is the public. The public is doing a service to the merchant and the merchant is doing a service to the public. And the manufacturer is in the middle, doing the work for everyone. So we need to be able to distribute, have a buddy system, and be able to get ourselves out of economical deprivation. And that's why we need coupons. We need coupons. I'll give you coupons for the foods that are on sale so you can be able to eat. Because a family that eats well, think well, and behave well. So we can't just eat off like pastas and cake. We can't just be, because the cake is just expensive, we're gonna just give them cookies because it's 99 cents. Go to the dollar store, buy cookies, buy foods that will just fatten you up but not make you strong. You need people to buy bananas, like how my family buy bananas. They buy grapes and things like that, grapes, cucumber. You need things like that. And for the economy needs to have people buying from them. Even if you're European or African, sometimes you don't want to eat just African food. You just want to taste a little bit of something, a little taste of something else. You love African food, you buy from Africa, you buy from the Caribbean every day, but you just feel for something. You can go buy Chinese food because you have the money to. You can go buy European food because you have the money to. You can help other communities, you can help your own community. You just need money. The world needs more money. And we need to distribute it evenly. That's all that we're asking of you. So we are asking you to give me to be able to contribute, not give me, because I don't like that word, but help by contributing to me $3 on my website so I can be able to help more. And if you feel like it's too expensive, then just go for the $1.33 on my partners app. Just go for the $1.33. No shame in your game, no nothing. It's $1 and a little bit, because the 33 cents is for the Google service. Google charges me around 33 cents. That's why we put not just the dollar, the 33, because they charge me like 33 cents to have my as a service charge. And so it's $1, but I have to also pay Google. So we put a 33 cents. But taking $1 from you, so technically we're getting $1 from you. So $1 to change the world. Can anybody do this? I can. I will show you what I can do with $1. I will show you. And it's not just $1. Is if 2 million people help me, 1 billion people help me. Everybody has my app. That's all that I'm asking for. Go get my app. Partners app, Afro Sales app, AFROSALES, Afro Sales app, and get Partners app off Play Store. Anyway, thank you. Bye.